Welcome to Gillette Stadium, Week 17, formerly known as the end of the regular season. Now, of course, we have that 18th week that we need to play. So 2 games left. First one up against the New England Patriots, who are sitting around a 500 season. I believe currently they're 8-6, something around there. Maybe 8-7, somewhere around there. But yeah. Today, I want to focus a little bit on Dwight Saunders, see if we could boost some of those touchdown ratings, not the interceptions, and just see if we could give him a bit of a boost going into the end of the season. Of course, we need the win, so if it doesn't end up working for us, we will make a change. But I would love to see him win some awards this year so we could get some of his dev and we get a fumble. I keep forgetting. It's just tap the X button to slide now. We got to stop changing this, EA. Stop changing it. Well, we'll just say that first drive didn't count for focusing on Saunders, because that was more of my mistake. I definitely need to remember to just tap the X button, but they get a nice run on first down, but they don't want it. And the running back tries to run backwards. Don't tell me they have Jonathan Taylor. They do not have Jonathan Taylor. They have a J.J. Taylor. Okay, that's much better. I was about to say I do not want to play against Jonathan Taylor. I like him too much. Yeah, so far Jonathan Taylor has had a really good season. Probably a surprise season a bit. But let's stop talking about Jonathan Taylor and focus on the Patriots, because we need to beat them, keep winning, hope that Seattle loses. So I'm going to keep an eye at the bottom to see if we get any sort of update on Seattle. How do you break the tackle? Come on, Kendricks. Luckily, McCourty's there. Get the tackle in the backfield still. You know, we still need Seattle to lose a game. We need to keep winning, and hopefully, with that happening, we'll go ahead and take over the number 1 seed in the NFC. We have already clinched the playoffs as we get a nice tackle in the backfield there by Daniil, setting up a 3rd and 12. Coming out here on 3rd and 12, they have 2 receivers to the right as well as a tight end. 1 receiver to the left. They're going to check it off underneath to the running back. He breaks 1 tackle, but Harrison Hitman Smith there to get the tackle. And it looks like Trent Brown, I believe, is injured, or comes up a little bit shaken up at least on that play. And for the first points in this game, New England will come out here in a field goal formation. They're going to get the kick up, and that's right down the middle. Going to give them the lead 3-zip, very similar to last week, which we ended up winning. And that game against the Bears, winning against the Bears, that meant that we ended up sweeping the entire NFC North. So that was definitely a positive there. Have a solid lead in the North. However, I think the Packers are still in the playoff contention. So maybe the first play of this drive, we're not going to run with Saunders and fumble it. Instead, we will run with Dalvin here. Not get much. Not good blocking there from the tight ends, who normally are pretty good guys. So let's go back to our shotgun form here. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Going to run some slants here. See if we can find anyone open. If we could throw this the way I want it, which we do, we kind of broke the tackle. We keep breaking tackles and then just falling down. Jefferson gets a nice gain, though, setting us up at the 50-yard line. Gain of 26. I don't know, maybe we need to get some superstars or X Factors out here with some non-stumbling ability. Which, speaking of, as we try to go to Dalvin here, he does get his feet in down to the 26-yard line. I tried to have him continue running instead of securing the catch, but they say we're in. However, New England's going to challenge it. Of course, they will. Let's see if Dalvin did get his feet in. I don't think he did. That looked like he definitely did not. Yeah, I think this is coming back. And it is going to bring up a 2nd and 10. So yeah, we will come back to the slants. But as I was saying, speaking of superstars and X Factors, Flanagan, your star rookie tight end. We're going to try to hit Jefferson. They get the ball there. Come on, hit the speed. Doesn't quite get the separation, but gets another chunk down to the 21. And before I get interrupted again, Flanagan, we see over here. He is a superstar. I gave him the tank skill, I guess you could call it. We're going to try to run out here with Saunders, get some blocks, and get out of bounds. Avoid the hit, get about a gain of 5. But yeah, I gave him the tank just because the abilities available to him didn't quite fit what I normally do with him. He had the specialist for the quick out, quick in, which we don't really run much with him. So I gave him tank so he could break some more tackles. So definitely well worth picking up Flanagan and giving him that starting spot over Irv Smith Jr. just because he does have that dev grade here. You know how I said I wanted to avoid the interceptions? Yeah. I tried to have him throw that well inside, but nice play there made by Jones. It's going to be Patriots ball. It's maybe those kind of throws that we should avoid throwing in the next season to keep Saunders' interceptions down and just take some sacks every now and then. We have the ability to fix it after we give up a sack, so let's just avoid the interceptions because those you can't really fix. Well, let's see what the defense can do. Good first play of the drive here. I'm going to change up what the D-line does and have them slant to the right, at least our right. Kind of be their left. Run a bit of nice pass breakup. Smith passed a little bit too high. Leads to an easy pass breakup there. Coming out in an empty set. We're going to let our defense know it's a pass, which they should already know. Going to spread the D-line. See if we could find anything. Going to have Harrison Smith kind of sit. We'll get the sack fumble in the end zone. Going to be at least a safety. Could have been a touchdown, but hey, we will take that. Giving this game an awkward score of 3-2. Almost like this was football rather than football. And not sure if you give that safety to Daniil or if you give that to the lineman who just tried to run out the back of the end zone. Smith Marset gets the kind of punt return, I guess. Haven't seen him much this year, but he sets us up at the 35, so we'll take it. All right, now we've been very cautious with this play. We haven't run it much recently. Let's see if we could find Chark downfield, use his speed a little bit. I don't like it. I'm going to roll out here. Scan the field. I don't like it. Don't see anyone open. Not going to force it. Going to get the first down and out of bounds. That is what we need to be doing with Saunders. That is an NFL-style play, or at least in terms of smartness. Running a little bit more college, but hey, he didn't throw an interception or fumble. Smart. And honestly, that's about all we're looking for. Just don't throw an interception and don't fumble it. Oh, nice. See, that directional pass? That worked. That worked. Just going to see what we could do here. I want Saunders to have a bit more touchdowns on the year just to see if that'll help with his Rookie of the Year campaign, maybe. We find Justin Jefferson deep, and he drops the ball. Ugh. We come out here with a bit of a run. We've done a lot of passing to try to see if we could catch the defense off guard here. We don't really have the perks up front to help, and we're not going to get the first down there, but I think we might go for it. And you guys most likely know what my favorite fourth down play is here. Going to have Nwangwu and Chark in the ace formation. Going to send one of them in motion. We're going to hand off that jet sweep. We got good blocking by Chark. Let's see, couldn't make the first guy miss, but we do get the first down, and that's all what that play is about. And we normally don't run a lot of bunch formation. This is a little bit more of a trips in the game or play menu. It looks a little bit more as we have Jefferson open. Touchdown Vikings. I'll say it looked a bit more like a bunch formation in the menu, but it doesn't matter. Touchdown. We had Justin Jefferson open right along the seam there. Had a nice pass by Saunders. Didn't overthrow it. It was about a perfect pass, maybe a little bit behind, but a nice pass, nice touchdown grab. Going to give us some points in this game, and we're going to take the lead. And given the awkward score of 8-3, let's go for it. Try to make it a 10-3 game. Give us a touchdown lead. We have Thielen open. A little bit floated there, but he gets the grab. Going to give us a touchdown lead in this game with about 6.5 minutes left in the second quarter. And the defense will come out here with their first lead in the game. They got trips to the right, tight end, and running back to the left. Let's see what they do here. Going to set up the run. Get a nice read there by Poole to come back in and get the tackle. However, there is a flag that came out a little late. And there I say holding. That's fine with me. We'll back him up. And that gives us a 1st and 16. So it was a holding, but it was on a good block. Got the guy 4 yards deep. Gonna have Barr right through. Running back decided not to block. We're gonna pick up a sack. Good for Barr to see him make some plays here and there this season. If you aren't aware, didn't watch some of the earlier games of this season, Barr is his last season here in Minnesota. He's regressing. He's already 30, so he'll be 31 next season. He's a 77 overall. So he won't be coming back this season, but hopefully we can take him to the Super Bowl, get that dub, and give all of our I won't say at least my lifelong Viking guys some rings. I know there's a lot of Vikings fans who have been watching for much longer than I have. I came around about when Toby Gerhart was drafted, as I'm a Stanford fan, so I watched some of the Vikings and just fell in love with some of the players, and have been watching ever since. Unfortunately, Danielle Hunter comes up a little shaken up on that throwaway play. Hopefully nothing too serious for Danielle. We do not want to have him out during the playoffs. He's a big part of this defense. We're going to get the punt to Nwangwu. Hasn't had a return yet this season. It's not going to have one here. Going to start here at the 42-yard line in our 3 tight end set. Going to see if maybe we can catch a defense a little bit by surprise here. Didn't see any of the tight ends open. Tried to cut underneath the corner. He made a nice tackle there. And there's the update on Danielle. Looks like a shoulder strain. We'll bring in Janarius Robinson. And of course, Robinson, not a highly talented guy, so hopefully Danielle could come in after not too long. We're going to try to avoid the pass rush here. Just chuck that ball out of bounds. There's a bit of a late hit there on Saunders. Looks like he was a little loopy after that play. So we're going to bring in Mond, of course. Don't want to have him passing. He's more of a running guy. We're going to lose a lot. I should have ran earlier. But it's fine. It's all fine. It's all fine. We wanted it. It was planned, right? Gonna have one-on-one to Jefferson. Not the sideline. That was picked, but what? They're going to say he was in? He definitely landed out of bounds. I don't know about that. Let's take a look here. Yeah, no, I'm challenging that. He did not land in bounds. Yeah, that's a challenge. However, it's not letting me challenge. Yeah, it's locking the challenge. It was definitely not a completion. So Saunders is going to have now 2 interceptions on the day, even though that was definitely not an interception. Unfortunate for his stat line. So hopefully he could just chuck a lot of touchdowns in the second half, I guess, to try to make up for it. But yeah, kind of got a little robbed there. Get a nice second down run there for New England. Try to bring a bit of the double A gap blitz here. See if we can hit home. See if Robinson can get a sack on the season. Something good for him. Not quick pass, right past Robinson. Ibukum, luckily able to come back to get the tackle as there really wasn't anyone there. You know, Robinson just doesn't have the ratings. I mean, I don't think a single pass rush move or run stopping trade or anything like that is in the 70s. I think they're all in the 60s. McCourty able to slow him down. Harrison Smith with the tackle. Going to bring up a 2nd and inches. And let's see if this defense can make a play inside the 2 minutes here, as at least in the last couple seasons, we've given up a lot of points in the 2-minute warning. So let's see if we could change that a little bit here. They're going to continue checking this down. So far, Mac Jones following in Tom Brady's late New England style of play. As they go deep here. Nice catch. I think it was that N'Keal Harry. Is he still with Tampa? Or still with Tampa. Still with New England. Down to about a minute left. They're down to the 20. It's going to end up going the exact opposite way that we want. Come on, get the pick. Yes. Poole with the pick. He almost had one at the end of the last game. He gets it here, his 3rd of the season. Going to come out here again, try to maybe see if we could find Chark down the sideline. He has the speed, but can he get the separation? Not really seeing much of either. Going to just scramble here, get a gain of a few, and get out of bounds. Let's come out here with our trips to the right, have Flanagan solo on the left. See if maybe that could get us anything here. Going to have a one-on-one situation. It was close. It was close. Change up a little bit of the here. In this formation, these plays are very similar, but I would love to have Flanagan draw the safety over towards the sideline and hit Jefferson. Doesn't quite look like the case here, but they are going to leave Flanagan open. And they say he has the catch again, but we're going to see if that's the case. No challenge this time, so Flanagan does get that completion. Going to change his route to a slant, just like the way that it gets across the field a little bit better. We're going to have the slot open for a second, and Thielen was a little bit too slow on that. Going to be another interception for Saunders. If he had maybe Chark in that spot, that might have been a touchdown, or at least a completion. However, definitely don't want to take away the play there from 27. I believe that was Jackson. Definitely made a nice play getting back over and getting the pick. If that was one of our guys, I would have loved it for sure. Verrett not able to get that pass knocked away. Was close, and New England still has some time to make something happen here. However, 2 timeouts, 22 seconds. Hopefully that something is just a field goal. They were setting up the screen, but I believe that was Michael Pierce in with the sack on that play. Going to change up what I had called. I was hoping it would be a 2-receiver set to the left and we could bring a blitz, but they had 3. Going to check it down to their tight end. He's not going anywhere. They're going to have to use their last timeout. And with that called here, let's protect the outside. I'm going to play with Joyner here just because I don't want anyone getting beat deep. Actually, I would have liked to change this over to a man coverage. Come on, Dantzler. Not able to get the pick, but does get the pass knocked away. And I didn't even realize that was 3rd down. So on 4th and 12, 8 seconds left in the half. Let's see if Nwangwu could have a little bit of magic here. Because we're definitely going to need it, because there's not time to run anything on offense. And not going to get anything on special teams. We're heading to halftime up 10-3. And at halftime, the only thing we are not leading in is the turnover department. However, if you say who's given up the most turnovers, yeah, we'd be leading that. But let's take a look around the league. Bengals, Saints. Bengals up 21-3, 15 seconds left before half. And Saints have a new quarterback, Fletcher. Doesn't look like he's having a great game, but hey, neither are we. Jets and Baltimore up northeast. Baltimore up 21-zip on the Jets. Can't believe we lost to the Jets. They haven't played very well this season, but very Viking-esque of us. And the Washington football team still in this universe, and the Falcons 6-0. Not a lot happening in that game. Matt Ryan only 1 of 2 for 6 yards. They just haven't been on the field by the looks of it. And to start the second half here, we will be kicking off to the Patriots. So gonna need some good defense to start and, well, to finish as well. We just need good defense because we are trying to get Sanders some good accolades, but it's not working in our favor. Gonna come out here in our base defense. They have 1 receiver to the right, 1 to the left, very close to the line. Can very well see a run to the left, which is what they do. Smith here to lay the wood. Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, and he just eats the shoulder of Harrison Hitman Smith. On 2nd down, they're switching up to a shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. We run this formation fairly often ourselves. Going to send, I believe it's N'Keal Harry, in motion close to the line. Actually, I'm not sure if that is N'Keal. They have their tight end wide open. McCourty doesn't really have much of a hit stick there. Oh, they have Henry now. So yeah, they get down to the 44, giving them a 1st down. I really wish that our coach there was not wearing a bright yellow polo. It's not a good look. But see if we can make a play here. Anthony Barr does not get the tackle in the backfield. Harrison Smith there to get the tackle, but after a gain of about 8. Try to see if we could bring a little bit of some different blitzes here. Going to send the outside backers. bring a lineman to cover. They hit the run. We choose the wrong gap, and that fullback is off to the races. McCourty able to finally bring him down about the 19. We definitely don't need a second half defensive collapse. They've played great so far in this game, only giving up 3 points. Hopefully they can continue that. Get a nice block, a whiff tackle. McCourty comes in, can't get the tackle. Luckily Kendricks and... is that Robinson? Yeah, Robinson team up for that tackle, so still missing Daniil. Worst case scenario, I might manually get him back into this game in the 4th quarter if he's not back by then. See what we could do here. They're going to go for the underneath guy, and he is in, number 15. Now, is it N'Keal Harry? No, Nelson Aguilar. So they must have traded or just let Harry go into free agency. So Nelson Aguilar, 15, definitely been their number 1 receiving target. He's going to get in the end zone, tie this game up 10-10. Well, it was definitely not the start we wanted for our defense in this second half. Game now tied with the problems we've had with Saunders throwing. We're going to switch it up, try to run here. Don't get a gain of much on first down. Defense did a nice job stretching that play towards the sideline, and we end up not getting much. So let's see if we could change it up, go towards the middle. And if we were able to get blocks on those two, we could have got a lot more, as we did inevitably get someone down to the secondary. Let's see if we could hit this again. Get the first down on 3rd and 2. Gonna cut back in a little bit. Gonna get the first down dragging. We believe that was Judon, maybe? Yep, Judon. Maybe now we'll do a little bit of passing. Just a little bit. Sprinkle in some slants. Just seems to be what Saunders runs best. Gonna go downfield to Jefferson. He's gonna try to run past the safety down to the 5, tiptoeing the sidelines, and they say he's out at the 1. Devastating. But nice run nonetheless by Jefferson after that catch. Nice placement as well by Saunders, throwing that a little bit more vertically, getting him away from the corner that took Thielen. If only the safety was just maybe one stat less in speed, we might have got that touchdown. But let's see if we could run a little run play action here. Maybe see if we could hit Flanagan. Yeah, Flanagan's open. Get him in the end zone. Touchdown. Not sure if we would have got the rush in. Madison has run well, but I saw that Flanagan was going to be open, giving us the lead again, 7-10, and gives Saunders a touchdown. So maybe that'll help us. However, Flanagan definitely has a right to have his name in there for a Rookie of the Year, at least on offense as well. All right, defense. Let's do it. Come on, let's get a stop, because I would love to get Flanagan a couple more touchdowns on the season. He's at 8 so far. I would love for him to finish with 10. Nice hit there from Kendricks. Lays the wood to Henry. Gain of 4. And how do you guys feel about Michael Pierce wearing number 58 on defense? I just think that's such an odd number for a defensive lineman to wear. We do get the stop, but after a first down run there by Stevenson. Yeah, let me know down in the comments section below. Do you guys have any numbers that you think are specifically for certain positions, and when you see a different one, it just really irks you? Because I definitely have some of those. I don't know what happened there. Smith dove away. Stevenson trucks the air. We do get the stop, but after a good run. You know, at the college that I went to, we always had a defensive lineman, an edge guy, who wore like number 86 or 89, and that always bothered me, because 80s should not be playing on defense to me. I also like my offensive linemen, to wear certain numbers. So like the center needs to wear like 50 or 52. Typically 50 is my favorite. As we reach the end of the third quarter, we're up right now 17-10. We need to continue some good play on both sides of the ball. Yeah, no, so like center, I like wearing 50. My guards like wearing 60 and 65, and then tackles 70 and 75. So as we replace the offensive line here for the Vikings, I will be making changes to the numbers. Depending on where Dalton Smith ends up playing, whether it's center or guard, we will be changing his number. Currently he wears 66, but that will be changing. What won't be changing is the fact that we stopped them on third down. Going to bring up a 4th and 5 from the 35. And in the fourth quarter, they are going to go for it, down 1 touchdown only. So kind of surprised here. They must not trust their kicker. but they're going to go for it. And no one was close to Bourne there. Everyone was a few steps away. Definitely should have been playing some tighter coverage, especially on 4th down. And that's one of the reasons I want to change out the whole secondary, basically. No one will play tight coverage on this team. No matter how many times I tell them to play press, focus on the underneath routes, guys are just left open. So there will be some big changes there. Also has to do with age. Most of them are pretty old. Our youngest defensive back, I believe, is 29 years old. Well, not counting Dantzler. I think Dantzler is 23. As Linval Joseph, one of the oldest guys on the defense, gets a sack on 2nd down, bringing up a 3rd and 17. I think Linval is 33. Our oldest guy on defense is McCourty at 35, so he'll most likely be retiring after this season. Yeah, there's going to be a big shakeup on this team coming soon. Verrett, come on, my dude. You got to get that pass breakup or at least the tackle. He was nowhere in sight. Lazard gets the catch. New England down to the 8-yard line, about 5 minutes left. Granted, I knew when we brought in some of these guys, they wouldn't have tremendous talent, just at their overall rating. But Dantzler, he threw that at your face. Lazard in, touchdown, game tied. A little under 5 minutes now left in this game. All right, offense, you know what you need to do. March down the field, chew the clock, get the ball in the end zone, and let's win this game with next to no time left on the clock for New England. Good 1st down carry there. Gain of 7. See if we could stretch the ball out a little bit here. No blocking there by Flanagan. Unfortunately, the outside linebacker just went right around him. A bit too quick, I guess, for him, but we'll go out in the Ham formation. Hand it off to Ham. He trucks through a guy. Gets much more than the 1st down. And unfortunately, at some point in time, we are going to have to replace Ham, but he is playing at a very high level for us right now. So we'll see what we end up doing there. We're just going to roll out here, get what we can, get out of bounds. I think we ended up getting out of bounds. Yeah, they do end up stopping the clock, so we avoid a sack. Good play there by Saunders. Doesn't force the pass to anyone. Not able to hold the blocks quite long enough, but we are close to the 1st. And on 3rd and inches, it's you know at this point. Ham formation, give it to the fullback, get us the 1st down. Couple more yards, we'll take it. And we are now inside the 2-minute warning. We're at the 42-yard line. Whether we get the ball in the end zone or end up kicking a field goal, either one works for us. Madison not able to secure the block on that, and Wangwu only a gain of 2. Of course, when we get a little bit closer to the touchdown striking area, we will start to see the timeouts being taken by the Patriots. We're now about 1.5 minutes left, bringing up a 3rd and 5. We're going to continue to run the ball here. Really hoping we get a good block here from Osborne. Gets a decent block. We make a couple guys miss, and we're close to the 1st down mark. Question is, do we go for it? I do want to come out here with our jet sweep formation. It looks like a promising formation for us for the defense. So we're going to hand it off to Nwangwu. He's going to get the snap. He's going to use his speed, get to the outside, and he's down to the 11. I thought he might have been in. Patriots take their 2nd timeout. That was a gutsy call, but the formation just seemed perfect for the jet sweep. And Nwangwu gets the job done. We're going to follow Dalvin down the middle here. Gets down to, I believe, about the 5. And the Patriots take their final timeout. I would love to get a late release here by Flanagan after everyone goes across. Get the ball out to him. He gets the catch. No, I think he might have dropped it. He did end up dropping it. So we're going to try to change what we're running here. There are no timeouts left for the Patriots. Try to cut the ball back, get off of a guy. We probably should have continued to the outside. But we're going to drain this clock and kick this field goal. We're inside 10 seconds left on the play clock. Koo has an easy field goal attempt here. We just need to make it, and they'll have less than 15 seconds, probably closer to about 10 seconds after we kick the ball off to them to go down and at least tie the game. And since there is time left, we will be watching the kickoff as well. Typically don't watch these unless they're the start of the game or second half. Get a nice kick by Q. That's going out the back. So they will have 13 seconds to get into field goal range. Kind of cut myself off there going into the play menu there. So yeah, 13 seconds left, no timeouts to get into field goal range, and they went with a check down. They gave up the game there. Yeah, clock hits 0. Vikings win, stretching our streak. I believe that's now 3 games since the Miami that we have won. So good streak there, but we're going to need to make sure that Seattle's lost. And as you see with the stats, we're definitely the better, besides the turnovers, but it's pretty consistent with our play this year. But we had all the better stats, and then with those turnovers, we kept them in the game and kept ourselves off the scoreboard. But a win is a win. And after that game, we do have 2 big upgrades, both to our rookies. Jeff Flanagan gets 1, and we're going to put that into possession, as that's kind of what I prefer for my tight ends. Nice upgrades here. +2 for catching, pass blocking, and pass block power, although he doesn't really block much for passing. Does get the +1 to break tackle, pass block finesse, short route running, stiff arm, and trucking. Dalton Smith gets the 2nd upgrade, and we will go with power for him. See what that gives us here. +2 run block, which he needs, and run block power +3, because he's definitely more of a pass blocker. And after the next game, we'll find out what his dev trait is. But yeah, you can see here, really good pass blocker. Pretty decent lead blocker as well. Need to work on the run a little bit as well, but we're in a good direction for him. And as we sim on over to the final regular season game of the year, Philadelphia Eagles, let's take a look at this playoff picture. We are still sitting in 2nd right now, slated to play the Buccaneers. The Packers are 5th, so they will most likely be making it with San Francisco and the Buccaneers beneath them. Seattle still has the edge. And as we look at the standings here, they still have not lost. So really not looking good for us. They've won their last 10 games, and their last game, I believe, is the Giants. So unless the Giants are able to get that win, I really don't think we're going to be able to jump up. We're really looking for a miracle here. They've scored more points than we have. We've given up less points than them, so I'm not sure how that tiebreaker goes if we have the same record and we haven't played. So, interesting, but we'll see at the end of next episode what we end up getting in terms of the playoff rankings. But either way, we are in. That's locked in. So, if you guys want to see how we finish this season and what we end up getting in terms of the playoffs, you're going to need to stick around. So make sure you guys are subscribing. You can comment down below, Skol Vikings. Talk about your favorite position numbers or anything like that we talked about earlier in the game or anything. I'd love to chat with you guys about it. But yeah, make sure you're subscribing. Comment down below. Hit that like button. Hit that bell notification. And until next time, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you later. Bye.